Upper area, and the greenhouse is in front, but you know the gymnasium is behind it. This is the stage area behind, and this is rooftop up here.
Maybe I just in my mind thought it was all the way around, but it's on this side predominantly.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is where the tall glass goes, right here, all the way to here.
Thank you.
Yep. This is the garage door into the workshop. Here's another one into the science and engineering, and then these are those doors into the high school. This is in the front of the building. Now you see the side of it with the greenhouses and the two layers. The tall ones with the trees, and maybe upper where flowers and vegetables and things would be. Remember, the whole idea is flexibility is the name of the game.
Hey, but if we got to that phase 2 point and we just felt like we grew roots in these rooms, and you know we're committed to them, and this entry is really dedicated to the art.
In phase 1, this will be the major exit out. Here we've got this polished kind of look building that looks like it could look like any beautiful building. I think it looks really, beautiful and very interesting. But when I think about our experience out with Marchant, out there on that property, their buildings were interesting. But how did you feel when you walked through those buildings and when you left there?
Stimulated, interested, comfortable, welcomed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess the question is, how do we insert that back into the actual physical building here? Could we make more of the inside-outside spaces? And you want it to look neat, but does it have to be a polished, finished room? Can it look more like under the loft, of the garden stuff up above? And could this area here be open? And a lot more indoor-outdoor and opportunities to be more innovative with materials. This would be a for sure enclosed building.
Yeah, built.
Okay.
Okay? And this would be an enclosed building. Here. And this, if we to go ahead and do that, that would be another enclosed building. And then I see this as having a greenhouse type covering here and a pavilion in here to lead into that.
Well, I think that's really cool. And if we did that, there's nothing saying we can't put a roof on it later.
That's
phase
exactly
2.
right.
Yeah.
You can take the polycarbonate stuff off. If we're building with steel in that area, then you put polycarbonate on top of it, and later we could come back and put standing seam roof on it and add insulation to it.
Or is this roof system, the covering or whatever, would it shed
We
that
would
water?
have for sure to do roof drainage.
Now, would that be better or worse for like HVAC?
Because now we've got exterior walls and insulation concerns on more walls than what we would have if it was enclosed.
But I don't think it's that much more.
You don't
I mean,
think so?
We're talking about this wall here, and we're talking about these here, but this was already, outdoors.
Depends on what method we're going to heat with. If we heat with the traditional method, I would say it's probably going to be a little bit on the worse side, but if we use a non-traditional, like the solar collectors or whatnot in the floor, it might be a wash.
And that's what we're going for, is these interesting items. It's like mini splits for smaller spaces
Sure.
that are, really inexpensive and very economical, that are used for just certain spaces. Usually they would be shut during the cold weather. During, warmer weather, they might stand open, or maybe have screen doors, which is even more home-like.
Yeah.
If you look down below here, these were planned to be storage rooms, but if you had to use them for a classroom, you would shut them.
This is
Interior hallway.
This is interior, because the wall would be something like right here. Will there be some inconvenience? Will it be as comfortable as you want it to be?
Where you could go upstairs and have a loft in one of the classrooms. If it's each one's designed a little bit differently.
One of them's going to be like the Wilder cabin, Laura Ingalls Wilder.
Could be, right?
Rustic cabin with the upstairs loft for reading.
Dirt floor.
Dirt floor.
I mean, it opens up to all kinds of possibilities and individual ideas, and allowing the kids to help design them. And
Design your own classroom.
that's right. Design the front gate. And they could have a design contest and they could build it, their front gate.
Awesome.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
They could learn, find some local machine shop with CNC machine. They could get a little tutorial on doing a little CNC.
From a parent perspective, when our boys come home from school, we can tell if they've been outside or not, just based on their behavior. We don't have to ask them; they're just totally from their behavior. They're more well behaved.